Hello again, people of YouTube. This is Nate Champy. Nice seeing you all today. So we made some good progress today. We're up to 12th. You see my key up there. Now we're going to try something very special to start out here today. We are going to solo a level 12 Omega. We're going to try to inflict 500,000 in total damage. Quite excessive. So we're going to try that out to start out the video, and then we'll go into some tips about the Coliseum, which is what my plan is for today. So we're going to try to solo this. Now, you see I have my two buffers up front. That is obviously intentional. And we are going to hit with our Sora Impales because they hit extremely hard. Now, we're going to have to activate this Riku because we're going to have to kill that horn to stun the thing. So you all know how that works. I won't go into more detail. But we're going to hope this procs. Now, okay, so we got it down to 204,000 HP, which is quite a bit still. So I'm going to hope that one of my other attack boost proc, maybe my Sword Dino Goofy will. There we go. Now we're in good position. We got it down to 130. We got 4 gauges left. We got both my Sora Impales and Kairos' Sora Impales. And this should be a win. I wouldn't imagine his doing any less than 44,000. So here we go, and an attack boost, we got it. We killed it, soloed it by ourselves, level 12 Omega. And boom, there it is, 522 damage in a raid. We are going to screenshot that. That is pretty epic. I got almost 100,000 Lux on a level 12 raid by soloing that, which is pretty sweet. Now, a lot of you were asking me questions about the Coliseum. So what we're going to do as soon as I sell these is go over the different tips and strategies that I have and why particularly I do some of the things that I do. Shout out to my followers. You guys definitely taught me how to sell medals really quick. So shout out to you all. I did not know that trick before. So I guess it's not just me doing all the teaching, right? I mean, I guess you guys can show me some things here and there, which is pretty cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight a couple levels, specifically the major ones here. So 60, as you can see, you fight Cloud. Mine is pretty high right now. He's at 170. I am up in the top 50. So I'm at level 59 right now, which is pretty high. So I'm going to end up testing my actual strategy on round 62. But I'm just going to quickly detail what you would do for each stage. So for this level, it is Cloud only. So my recommendation for you would be, of course, to bring your Olympia key and throw your paralysis with sleep on there. So if I was to be running this specifically and facing Cloud, what I would want to do is, where is my Zac? I would want to run this key right like this. So my Sora has paralysis and my Zac has paralysis. I'd want to run Pooh because he has insane boost, and I would run her because she has sleep. Now, this would be my setup for Cloud right here. You know, I might even switch out my Mickey for this one and run somebody else, but, you know, my Mickey does hit the hardest of my red medals, so I would probably end up keeping him on there, truth be told, to face a higher level Cloud that I couldn't beat. Now, you guys know I have the 3 levels unlocked, so that means I one turned the previous stage. So this level, I think, is going to be the hardest level of the bunch, if not the one I'm about to do, number 62. My reason being for that is there's 2 ice plants in the one side who are both pretty strong, so you're going to have to bring paralysis for those people. Now, where that becomes a problem is on the other side, you also have another ice plant, but it has 2 orbs on it. Now, you can't kill all those people normally in one shot. You could run Pooh, Sephiroth, and Mickey, and you might be able to one-shot them up to a while, which would be my recommendation if you have strong metals like that. If you don't, I would try to paralyze them sleep as much as possible and just run the Mickey strategy that we talked about in the first couple videos. Now, this is going to be the level that we're actually going to try. You're going to see that there is a ton of bag of jewels in this level. Just stupid amounts. So we're going to have to bring out some of the big guns, and we're definitely going to do that. But I'm going to tell you kind of my strategy going into this, and then feel free to post questions once you have it. So this is a stage with a ton of enemies. So we're going to bring all AoE hitters, minus Cloud. We're never going to activate this skill. The only reason I'm bringing a red guy is because it's a green level. So that's what we're going to run. And you know what? You know what would be even better for us? Since Sephiroth is going to power up based on the number of specials we're going to use, we're going to bring a 1-star, my strongest 1 gauge I have that is also green, is my Master Form Sora, so that's what we're going to run, and obviously we're going to bring Pooh with Defense Boost, because, as I've explained, Pooh is a healer, but he's also a 2-tier booster, which is just stupid damage. You're going to see that in just a second. So, my suggestion for this is to go at the hardest battle first. So, we're going to run over to the ton of them. As you can see, there is a ton of them here, about 6 of them. So, we're going to try to one-turn this, because that's kind of what we want to do. We want to try to skip as many levels as possible. So, we're going to activate all of our AoE people. We're going to activate Riku. He's going to do some major damage. We're going to spin this, because we want to save our gauges for a little later on. We're going to run Mickey, who's going to do a ton of damage as well. And I don't know, we'll try to swipe it. We didn't one-turn it. So what I'm going to do really quickly here, because I want to go back and return that, we're going to force close. I don't know if you guys know this, but you can actually force close in the middle of Coliseum to restart it, which is a higher level tip. You don't want to be burning through the AP like it's no tomorrow. You can force close the app, and it will actually restart the level for you, as you're about to see here. So we're going to do that, and boom, there you go. You see that my level has restarted. So now we're going to rerun it. We're going to do the same strategy that I just discussed. We're going to run over here, and we're going to do this. Now this time, what we're going to do is we're going to spin Riku. We're going to spin Sora. We're going to activate Mickey. Attack boost 2 activated, so that's all we needed. Okay, so that doesn't normally happen. I was thinking we might have to run Sephiroth, but now we only got 3. So they're all green. So what's going to be advantageous this time is we can run Riku with his attack boosts and save us a gauge from having to use Sephiroth, which was my original plan. Again, attack boost 2 activates, so that's going to be sweet. We're going to go over here, and now we're going to face 4. Now, this is going to be probably your hardest. If you follow the strategy I just did, the first one should use a lot more of your gauges. The second one should be kind of where you recharge your gauges. You're going to use Mickey and either your Mini, your what's the female duck chick's name? Whatever. Daisy. You're going to use Daisy, Minnie, or Pooh in this situation to heal, and that's going to give you the ability to save your gauges on that one and prep for this one. Now, this is going to be the harder one because you're going to not have as many gauges left normally, but as you're going to see, I'm going to one-turn this pretty easily. So that's how you do that. Now, this is going to give me 3 more levels, and again, we're going to go through those. I didn't realize that was still one-turning stuff. I actually tried to get up as high as I could, thinking I wouldn't be one-turning stuff still, but that's okay. You guys kind of seen how I would run through that level, and now we get 3 more levels we don't have to one-turn through. So we can take a look at these levels. So this is a wizard, high wizard. This level, extremely easy, guys. Bring your paralyzed, bring your sleep, bring Mickey, or bring Sephiroth. You're going to blow through this level. This level is going to be a joke. You're going to have much more trouble with some of the other levels. So power through this level, guys. I don't imagine you have any questions on this, but if you do, let me know. This level, another one. Bring your paralyzed, bring your sleep. It's 3 dumb, slow people. Bring sleep, bring paralyze. They're not going to catch you. They're not going to hurt you. You're going to blow right through the 4s all day long. This level is actually pretty hard. It's Gargoyle, Tornado Step, and I'm going to jump into this level because it's my highest level available, but this is the hardest level of those 3 by a lot. The Gargoyle is a hard solo opponent because if you don't paralyze or put him to sleep, he will paralyze you. It will happen. The Tornado Steps are pretty plentiful as well, so you definitely want to avoid kind of running into them. Now, we're going to run the same setup we just did. I wouldn't recommend this. I would personally bring a Paralyze and a Sleep to try to beat Gargoyle. But since we one turn last time, we're going to try to do that this time and see kind of where that gets us. So I'm recommending skipping the easier opponent, which are the Tornado Steps, and running right over here to the Gargoyle. You can see he's got a lot of health, so we're going to just activate everything and hope that we can one-turn him. I don't see it happening. He's a pretty tough opponent, but if we do, I'll be happy, of course. But I just don't see it happening. So there we go. We got him down to 4. Attack boost 2. It's not going to give it to me. It's not going to be a thing. So we're in for a little bit of a fight here. Now we got Pooh, which is going to be super helpful, and we're just going to beat him down. There we go. The guy I wanted to use got skipped, so we're going to keep hitting him. Now, this is where I wish I had brought my regular key, because I would have brought Paralyze or Sleep or something and put him to sleep, but that's okay. He's not going to be able to kill me again. We're going to just keep whacking away at this. Now, on a higher level, I would have for sure have brought my setup. There we go. I got 92 health left. I'm gonna beat this guy out real quick, and that's gonna give me enough health to survive if one of these guys jump me. I recommend running over here to the easier of the 2, and then again, the main goal in Coliseum is saving your gauges. That's just what it comes down to. Simply put, you need the gauges to beat the levels. There's no way that you can muscle your way through by just throwing them out there. So this guy hits you, this guy. So remember, you do not want to face this guy right after Gargoyle. You want to go over and face the guy who's not going to hit you, so you can either heal or replenish some of your gauges like I did there. So that worked out well, and that's what I would recommend going forward. We're going to beat this level relatively easy, but I should have played this a lot better so I could have showed you guys. And that, I'm sorry, I definitely would have brought a Paralyze on that level. And probably a Sleep. The Gargoyle is nobody you want to mess with, and he's one of the stronger opponents this time around. I would say he's probably stronger than who many of you are messaging me about, the Clouds. So just don't mess with him and just go all out on him, paralyze him, put him to sleep. Worry about the Tornado Steps later. Bring a Mickey with you. That should do the job for a really long time. On this level, these are all Dark Balls, which I'm sure you've encountered in story mode. They're relatively tough, believe it or not. So having 4 of them in a single area might be a little daunting. But what I recommend doing is exactly what I'm about to do, is bring 2 AoE medals with a boost and trying to knock them out. If you can't do this, what I'm doing now, I do recommend my normal method, which is isolate 1 and put them to sleep. So, again, we're going strong, weakest, middle. And that ideally should be what you do on every level. If there's multiple targets, you should be strong, low, middle. And the reason that you do that, guys, is because the strongest opponent is going to take a majority of your gauges. It's just how it works. He's going to use a majority of what you want to use to beat him. Now, the low person is going to give you time to replenish, and that's kind of the point. You want to replenish all of your gauges. You want to be at full strength. You want to be ready for the next person. Now, I know, guys, a lot of you can't do what I just did, and I'm just trying to one-turn things still, so it saves me AP. But in that level, if you beat the 3 dark balls, okay, now you have an easy fight where you can replenish your gauges, just paralyze him, put him to sleep, run that out on him. Just put him to sleep, kill him, replenish all your gauges. And then you can go over to the 2 and hopefully have enough health left to just not have to worry about it. Now, this level right here with the Wyvern and the Shadows is another easy one. The Shadows might give you a hard time, but if you bring Mickey to AoE, hit them, and you just do the same method we've been talking about, the paralyzed sleep on the Wyvern, you should not have any issues with this level. This should be one of the easier ones for you guys as you go along. Your 7s, look forward to those as you would with the 4s, I believe it was. This level is a pain in the ass. If you can skip 8, skip 8. 8 is such a pain in the ass. This is probably going to be the hardest level, if not that plant level. This is going to be such a pain in the ass. There are so many copters, and when they get that defense boost, they are ridiculously beastly. This level right here is going to be another gimme, and we're actually not even going to use our Olympus. We're going to use our standard 3 wish key, and we're just going to one-turn this, and that will be all the levels we're going to go through today. But this level right here has all these bad dogs, okay? Again, very weak enemy. And we're again going to go with the same strategy we've been going. We're going to go hardest, which is the 4 dogs. We're going to run our AoE hitter out there. And, man, that thing hits so stupidly hard. We're going to run Riku. And I think we can spin out of that to one-turn it. Yeah, we can. So, there we go. Now we're going to... Normally, I would recommend going from this guy right here to the first guy, which is 1 dog. Again, regain your gauges, regain your composure, and come at this middle one hard. Hard. They're going to be a dog fight sometimes, you know? Yeah, that was a pun. If you got it, cheers to you. But they're not that hard. You can isolate this guy again with your normal stun sleep, as I've been preaching all along. And I don't see anyone really experiencing many issues with the dog level. So you can see I'm still blowing through levels. I can still one-turn levels, and those are going to be the levels you're going to want to focus on. One-turn as many levels as you can. 1, to save the AP, and 2, it's just going to be easier. You're not going to catch a level that you're going to be stuck on. You get a choice of levels. For example, higher up, I can kill this Cloud for a while. So, if I have trouble, I might be able to one-turn him, and then, ideally, I could skip the 2 levels that I know I'm going to struggle with. And that's kind of what we're looking at, guys, in terms of those levels. We beat a bunch, and we actually jumped up from where we were to 25. You see I'm still relatively blowing through these levels, so we're probably going to pass Beth tonight. We're on the same level almost as her, and I don't see us struggling, guys, for a while. We're probably going to get to the top 10. So tomorrow, if I get into the top 10, I will definitely show you guys. We'll have a little party or something, and we'll make some moves. Now, you've seen a lot of my medals today, but my goal was really to help you. So if you do have specific questions, please definitely let me know. Shout out to my party members today. Everyone's been doing a really good job leveling up their Bihas. Look how many people completed the story already. Not me. I'm on 367. I need to get going on that too. I haven't had any questions from you guys in regards to the quest, so I'm figuring all of you guys have had a pretty good time with going through that. So I'm not going to cover that this week. You might see something interesting tomorrow. I'm working on a collaboration with one of my other YouTubers. So that is in the works. You can expect maybe a medal draw, maybe a medal fight with another YouTuber. and maybe you'll see something interesting. So keep an eye on that for future videos. Again, if there's content you want me to cover, you just let me know. And, of course, I'll be more than happy to go through that and go over that. You guys have a wonderful, safe weekend. It is now the 2nd of July. So, everyone, please, please, please have a safe weekend. And I'm going to keep posting videos all through the holidays. So, don't you fret. You all have a wonderful night. Don't forget to do your jewel quest. Go and do it today. Do it right now if you forgot. Do it right now. Go in and do it. You need the free jewels. Everyone. Don't forget. All right, everyone. It's been my pleasure helping you out. If you have questions, post them below. Have a great night.